Hi again, everyone. So a few weeks ago, I made a video about 10 words which are often pronounced incorrectly in English. And so this is a follow-up to that video. So you should see an information card at the top of the page, and I'll leave the link to that video in the description box below. So I've actually built up a new list with the help of some of you as well. So thank you to those of you who have viewed the previous video and commented about your tricky words to pronounce. So I hope you spot your request in this video, but please feel free to leave any other words and more words in the comments below. Okay, so let's make a start with the first word. It is queue. Queue, as in, I was standing in the queue for nearly an hour before I finally got served. Queue. The second word, this is a really common one, it is clothes. Clothes. It's high time I bought some new clothes. So I think the tricky thing about this one is that to the Z sound. Remember, it's a Z sound. Although it's written with an S, it actually ends with a Z sound. So take care with that one. It is very tricky, I know. So lots and lots of practice. Look at yourself in the mirror as you try and say this word. Clothes. Word number 3. Oh, was one of those tricky ones with O-U-G-H. Okay, this is thoroughly. Thoroughly. I'll break it down into syllables for you. Thoroughly. Thoroughly. She always does her work thoroughly. And again, thoroughly. Word number 4 is sweater. Sweaters, and it comes from the verb to sweat. Now, a lot of people say the sweeter and other variations, but it's most definitely sweater. And in fact, in the UK, we usually say jumper instead of sweater. So if you find jumper easier to say than sweater and you're in the UK, then you'll be absolutely fine. And this word one more time, sweater. The fifth word. Oh, if I had a penny for every time somebody has asked me how to pronounce this word. And the good news is that probably the 2 ways that you've heard are actually correct. So you can either say schedule or schedule. So I think typically in the UK, people say schedule, but I think that's really changing. In fact, I tend to find myself saying schedule these days, but you can say either form, schedule or schedule. She can't take on any more work as she has such a busy schedule. Again, schedule or schedule. Word number 6 is picture. Picture. Now, I think what makes this word particularly difficult is the affricate sound in the middle there, the ch sound, ch. Picture. I have always loved the picture that you have up in your living room. Picture. Okay, the 7th word, and maybe I should have made this word number 6, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. So this word is sixth. It's a very tricky word to say. So let's have a look at it in connected speech. Prince Harry is currently 6th in line to the British throne. Okay, and one more time for you, 6th. Okay, the 8th word is breath. Breath. Now, a lot of people mispronounce this as breathe, but of course, breathe has an E on the end, and it's in breathe, we have a voiced TH, and in this case, it's unvoiced, so you shouldn't be able to feel any vibration in your throat when you say breath. Okay? If you feel stressed, take a deep breath before you carry on. And once again, breath. Number 9 is one that I know people actually avoid saying this because they're so worried they'll say a rude word, but you'll be fine. If you just remember to say O and not O, you will be fine with this word. So it's focus. Focus. I can see you're not concentrating. Please focus on what you are doing. Focus. Word number 10 is literature. Literature. Now I'll break that down into syllables for you again. So it's literature. So you've got a couple of things going on there. You've got, you've got a drop syllable, you've got the ch sound, and then you've got a schwa sound. Also in American English, if I'm not mistaken, they say this a slightly different way. So, but in British English, we say literature. She went to university to study English literature. One more time, literature. Word number 10 is balloon. Balloon. His friends surprised him with a birthday party, and the room was full of balloons. Balloon. This next one, word number 12. I've heard many variations of the pronunciation of this word. So don't worry if you're not sure. Let's clarify it. It's pronounced recipe. Recipe. My grandmother's sponge cake recipe is simply the best. And again for you, recipe. Staying with the theme of recipes and food, this next word is to stir. It's not to steer, because that's what we do with the car. This is to stir. You should stir the risotto every couple of minutes. Stir. This next one is talking about the fruit. Now, a lot of people try and pronounce this pear, and that's logical because sometimes, the E-A-R is pronounced ear, but this is actually pronounced pear. It is a homophone with the word pear, P-A-I-R, okay? So if that helps you to remember how to pronounce this word, it is pronounced as the same as a pair of trousers or a pair of socks. Obviously, the spelling is different, but this is also pronounced pear. He made a scrumptious apple and pear cake. And one more time, pear. My final word for you today is another one that has two pronunciations which are equally correct. So this can either be pronounced director or director. Personally, I say director, okay? So she has just got promoted to managing director. So it can be director or director, okay? So that's it. That's all 15 words, 15 more words that can be very tricky to pronounce. I hope that this has been useful. As I said earlier, please leave your words, if they haven't already been covered, please leave them in the comments below. And I'll try and include them in a future video. So thanks for watching and bye for now.